Things have changed a lot here in the last 30 years at Big Cat Rescue. Our original gift shop was on the other side of that wooden fence there. Jamie actually built that wooden fence when she was living in that as her home, and that was her backyard. But then it later became the gift shop, and then much, much later, this became the gift shop. But surrounding the gift shop, and also based on the stupid beliefs that we had in the beginning, we had what we called the interaction cats. And these were cats who people could go in the cage, stand with their back against the wall, and the cats could rub up against their legs. They could reach down and pet them. They just couldn't chase them around or pick them up. And these were the very oldest cages that we had. And they have been painted and repainted over the decades with Rustoleum to keep them from rusting. But now they've reached a point where there's just not enough paint that's ever going to save them. So we're tearing down this area. There's nobody living in these cages now. They've all moved back to the back where they can be closer to funcation. Victor, all that noise you hear in the background is Victor bringing in a dumpster and a Bobcat to begin taking down these old cages. It'll make it so much easier too for us to mow. If you can imagine just being able to run the mower over this whole area without having to take weed whackers inside the cages and keep them trimmed. The cats who used to live here when these cages were first built, this is where Shere Khan used to live, in a chain link enclosure. It was a rectangular enclosure where we would put him in a pool to help him learn how to use his back legs and build the muscles up again, because he had been so atrophied from being kept in a pet taxi for so long. Later, this became the spot for Simba and Nyla, the leopards, and that's why we built it way up into the trees. This thing here was a bridge, because much later, Moses and Bailey lived in these enclosures, and we joined them together so they could have all of this space. We built it way up into the tree there for the leopards. One of the clouded leopards lived here before. Number of different bobcats have lived here over the years. They've all had that little den there. I say little, it's 8 feet by 12 feet inside. I'm a little bit worried about the power line. This is right next to where he's going to be doing an awful lot of cage demolition, and this stuff can really peel up in a nasty way and kind of swing around in the air. It's pretty dangerous stuff. I don't want it tearing out the electric line. It's been moved up because other pieces of equipment have hit it over the years and trees have hit it. We never use this gate, and it seems like no one has a key to it.
The next step is, oh, you're not going to like it, so.
It's called bolt cutters.
Yeah, that's what
It's not just rolling the Bobcat through the gate.
No. Bolt cutters,
I heard a screech like a cat being drowned. Was that you?
It's 100 times louder when you're inside the cab of that thing, just to let you know. In case you thought it was loud. Much louder inside.
I was at the Bobcat Rehab Hospital admiring the work you did there, and I was like, ooh, I bet that's Victor out there making that noise.
That is me. That is what I do. So.
And what is it that you're going to do with that?
So once I get this white gate open, I'm going to grab the Bobcat and I'm going to start tearing down some of the older structures and cages that we have that we are no longer using, and try to make it fit inside that dumpster several times.
I'm going to set this on time lapse and see how that goes.
All right.
I sure hope you have a key.
I do. I unlocked it a couple months ago.
We all look like jailers with all the keys we have, and yet we never have a key to anything we want to get to.
I should have one of those keys, but
That Outback key, and so did she. I don't know why
I tried all of these. I tried all these 5 times.
Oh, well.
And that's only half of the cage for one Bobcat. So, looks like it's about 2 hours per dumpster.
Some of the other newer wood we'll probably keep, but some of it's trashy we'll just throw away. Try to reuse what we can.
What's your plan for all these dens?
I don't have quite the plan yet for those dens. I did want to try to leave all the palm trees, which I was able to save these, not the one over there. I prefer nobody walking over here, though. It's because we have a broken branch from a couple storms ago. It's just dangling over there. For the concrete den, might do the same thing where we bring the scrap dumpster again, and I'll have to break it up with the claw, get the concrete to fall off of it, which happens pretty easily, mostly with the machine. Scrap the metal, and then the concrete we'll have to dispose of differently. They recycle everything, so asphalt, concrete, whatever you bring them.
I love that it's being recycled.
Yep.
So is that going to waste management, or is that going to the scrap dealer you deal with?
That goes to scrap yard, so it's not going to cost us anything because it'll probably equal out with the amount of scrap we're giving them per dumpster. So
great.
That'll probably equal out, so it's not going to cost us anything. I know. And then any trash we have, we'll put in the dump trailer, and then all the brush from here, we'll put in the brush trailer.
Fabulous.
So it'll all have a home.